Hey Taurus, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad that you found me and thank you for being here. This is your June 2017 full moon oracle card video. So I'm going to pull for you from the Illuminated Tarot deck. This is a new deck to me from Caitlin Keegan, and she has taken the major arcana and condensed them down into the minor arcana. And you can actually use this deck as a playing card deck, but I've kind of written on it and made it my own, and I'm going to probably start using it for my full moon oracle videos. Also going to pull from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. The artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison. And finally, I'm going to pull for you a Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle card and hopefully be able to bring you forth some really resonant messages for this full moon in Sagittarius. So let's talk about it for a minute. We've got an almost 19 degrees full moon in Sagittarius that will be playing well with Saturn, and this will be occurring on June 8th or 9th, depending on where you live on the planet. Saturn is the planet that represents structure, containment, limitation. I think of Saturn as the building code inspector. Wherever Saturn goes through each of our 12 houses on the astrological wheel, he tests that house. If it's not built to code or it's not built strong, you are going to have to rebuild it, and that can suck. Sometimes it happens. It's just the reality of it. But it's to make us stronger and to make that house stronger so it can sustain us through the rest of our life. This full moon's occurring in your 8th house. The 8th house is traditionally ruled by Scorpio, and it is the house of life, death, and rebirth, other people's money, primal instincts, basic instincts, human instincts, sexuality. It's transformation, regeneration, and metamorphosis as well. On the very same day, we've got Jupiter, the biggest planet in our solar system, a gas giant, going direct in Libra. This is your 6th house. This is work and health, or the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide and your daily to-do list. So Taurus, it may be that you've kind of been reclusive and not really putting a lot of effort into those 6th house endeavors, and it seems like Jupiter may be coming through and giving you a big boost of energy to help you in that area of life. So, like I said, almost 19 degrees of Sagittarius. The Sabian symbol associated with this full moon reads, pelicans menaced by the behavior of men seek safer areas to bring up their young. Sabian symbols were created in 1925 by a clairvoyant named Elsie Wheeler, and they're used to symbolize 0 to 30 degrees of each zodiac sign on the astrological wheel. And this full moon is also known as the strawberry full moon. So Taurus, let me go ahead and start shuffling my new Illuminated Tarot deck for you. I really like this little deck. It's a little different from the Rider-Waite Tarot, but I'm also going to bring forth those traditional meanings associated with whatever card happens to come forth for you in this video, Taurus. Let me cut the deck for you. Now I'm going to shuffle for you the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. Artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison. Let me cut this deck for you. There's your Sacred Rebels Oracle card. And now, the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck. I'm cutting this deck for you as well. All right, Taurus. What I'm going to do now is hit the pause button, flip these cards over, look at the astrology, and I'll be right back with your story. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Hey Taurus, I'm back with your cards, so let's go ahead and get started. The Illuminated Tarot card that I pulled for you is a representation of a major arcana card. This is the Hanged Man. It is the Two of Spades in this deck. Let's talk about that Two of Spades first, and then we'll get back to the Hanged Man. Two of Spades is reflective of the Two of Swords in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. This Two of Spades card, like I said, is also representative of the Hanged Man, which deals with finding inner peace through self-discipline and also finding freedom from distraction. The Two of Swords card in the major the Two of Swords card in the minor arcana is representative of air signs. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The number 2 speaks to that second house on the astrological wheel, which deals with your money, earning ability, self-esteem, your possessions, and the like. The number 2 also speaks to the theme of duality. The Two of Swords in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck is representative or reflective of a choice needing to be made or a stalemate. Crossroads, decision in the crossroads. There is a lot of blue in the background of that card, so it could be very emotional, and like I said, this full moon probably going to be pretty emotional for you. The Hanged Man is reflective of what's the 12th card on the major arcana? That's the house of Pisces. That's your dream space. That's your secrets. That's secret enemies. Secrets that you keep from yourself, like through repression. Secrets that are kept in general. It's your self-limitations, your self-undoing. It's a karmic house. Neptune is a planet of nebulousness, illusion, sometimes addiction, sometimes mental health issues, sometimes just lying and deceit as well. You've had Neptune transiting through the 11th house. The 11th house is the house of your friends, groups, memberships, teams, and associations that you belong to. It also is a house of the internet. And it's your future wishes, goals, and dreams. It's your bucket list. That's the 11th house. Now, this Hanged Man card means that you need to try to have a new perspective. Either you need to get a new perspective, you're gaining a new perspective, or you have had a new perspective on some spiritual matter, or you've come to a point where you need to make a choice in a certain matter as well. For some of you, this decision or this point could have taken you off guard. It could have really kind of pulled the rug from underneath your feet. Both of the characters in this Two of Spades and also the Two of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck both have their eyes blindfolded. So it could be that you're blinded to the truth, you are blinded by something, you aren't seeing something the way that you should. It could be that you need to follow your gut. The second card that one other thing that I want to talk about really quick dealing with Neptune. In your June Astrology video, I mentioned that Jupiter and Neptune were going to be in difficult aspect, not playing nicely with one another, where you needed to watch your expectations and be realistic in the 6th and the 11th houses. The 6th house is work and health, or competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. This is where Jupiter will be going direct the very same day of the full moon. And Neptune being in that house of the internet, friends, groups, memberships, teams, associations, your future wishes, goals, and dreams, your bucket list. So that's the other thing that I wanted to tell you about really quick. So from the Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck, I pulled for you the 42nd card of the deck. 4 plus 2 is 6. Pretty synchronistic there, of Jupiter going direct in the 6th house. All of these house placements are based on a 0-degree Taurus rising chart, Taurus ascendant. But it could still apply for you Taurus suns and moons. I have a Taurus moon, and this is very synchronistic for me. 6th house. The word wants to be written. This card indicates, 1, Jupiter in the 6th house, but 2, whatever it is that you're dreaming of doing, wanting to do, have thought about doing, have been planning on doing, or being inspired to do, it really wants to be birthed into reality by you, and that's why you are being inspired to do it. You need to let go of your need to control the outcome of things. And I would suggest giving your inner sacred rebel the opportunity and the authority to choose and decide your values, and do not be tied to the social graces that are so influential in our decision-making processes these days. Journaling is a fantastic way for you to figure out what it is that you value, who it is that you value, what your goals really are. Because I've found that I can think or say or act one way, but the way that I journal, the way that I express it on paper is different. And I found that journaling can help keep me on track, and it keeps me in my lane, and it keeps me out of my own way. So it may help you as well. I also want you to look up monarch butterfly symbology, because she has monarch butterflies literally shooting from her crown chakra. Her eyes, again, closed. Now, in this character's representation, it looks like there's tears that have been falling as well. Whenever I see the butterflies, I think of the 8th house. That is where the full moon is occurring, life, death, and rebirth. Much like a butterfly. And the need for perspective as well. Think about it. A butterfly doesn't start out flying around. It starts out on the ground. It ends up in the air. Their perspective changes throughout their lifetime, just like ours should. We should continue to evolve and grow. Whatever it is that you're being led to do, whatever you're feeling inspired to do, there is a reason behind it, and you should follow it. Finally, I pulled for you the Shiva Lingam, Shivalingam. This deals with Kundalini, vitality, rebirth, and oneness. Can you take it? Rebirth. This is the 8th house, the house of life, death, and rebirth. There could be some very strong emotions in this full moon for you. It's a very powerful house. It's a very intimate house. Shiva Lingam is a stone of sexuality and sexual energy, or prana. It opens the Kundalini, awakens passion, treats impotence and infertility, and spurs creativity. You have pulled this card because it is time for your sacral liberation and discovery, or creative inspiration. Meditate with Shiva Lingam to welcome a creative breakthrough, ignite sexual magic, and align with the divine. The Shiva Lingam gemstones can help heal and amplify the vibrations of the sacral chakra. So, Taurus, that's what's going on for y'all. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. Look for the areas in life where you need a new perspective and follow your intuition, Taurus. It's the best I've got for you right now. This full moon could probably have you feeling quite intuitive, so pay attention to those prompts as well. I'm sending you a lot of love, and I hope that June brings you nothing but wonderful blessings. Please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself. Save some of that kindness for others, Taurus, because we're all going through private battles in our world that some of us may never speak about to another living soul. Sending you so much love. Again, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. But until then, namaste. Bye, and I love you, Taurus.